Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Well, it certainly has cooled down here in central Jersey since that nor'easter blew through over the last day or so, but we are back at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out this brand new 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross. This is the SE hybrid trim. Jet black is the exterior color. We have a dark gray cloth interior, all-wheel drive. So you can let me know if you're in the market for this subcompact two-row SUV and you want to go hybrid, and maybe that XSE hybrid Corolla Cross we saw a while back is too expensive for you. I'll put that video at the end of this one in case you want to compare the two. This one may be more in line with your pocketbook. You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. The front end of this Corolla Cross in the jet black paint. As we move in closer, we have LED headlights, standard bulbs for your daytime running lights and turn signals. And you can see we have the design refresh on the front grille of the Corolla Cross Hybrid with that waterfall honeycomb effect on the front. Now, as we come around to the wheel and tire package on this Corolla Cross SE, we have a 17-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Toyota badge on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Continental Pro Contact all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 17s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is that jet black paint with the flat black accents around the wheel wells and the door sills. As we move in closer, we're going to have the same jet black side view mirror caps with LED turn signals, color match front and rear door handle, fuel filler cap on the left side. Up top, color matched roof, flat black on the shark fin antenna, roof rails and crossbars with a sunroof. And then over the back we go. Roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. And then we're going to go standard lighting in the back of Corolla Cross with the blacked out Toyota badge in the center, Corolla Cross in black on the left, SEHEV all-wheel drive on the right, flat black on the rear bumper area with our exhaust coming out the right side of the vehicle. Under the hood of this 26 Corolla Cross SE, we have Toyota's 2-liter inline 4-cylinder hybrid engine, mated to an electronically controlled CVT, 196 net horsepower, 139 pound-feet of torque. That torque number's engine only, but the MPGs are the big deal on this Corolla Cross. 46 in the city, 39 on the highway, and 42 combined. We're at the back left quarter panel of the Corolla Cross, and we're at the fuel filler door. We have standard fuel filler cap. 87 octane is the minimum octane rating. 10.6 gallon gas tank. And as far as the additives go, this vehicle will run up to E15 gasoline, but no E20, no E85. Before we check out the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid SE all-wheel drive, $30,315. Now, this vehicle's got a bunch of options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,450 from Toyota's Huntsville, Alabama assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $34,698. That Corolla Cross XSE hybrid we saw a while back, that was around 38 grand, just under. So we're probably looking at about a $3 grand price difference between this SE, the way this one's equipped, and that XSE, the way that one was equipped. But for now, let's check out the interior. Before we get to the front door panel, we do have our parts content. And as you can see, 55% of the parts from the United States and Canada, 30% from Japan, final assembly Huntsville, Alabama, engine parts USA, transmission parts USA. So we come to the front door panel, all black, hard black plastic up top, black door handle, hard black plastic insert, fairly soft armrest, flat black on the switchgear, decent sized door pocket, large dead pedal, brake and accelerator, floor mats in the rear of the vehicle. At this time, we do have the illuminated Corolla Cross door sill plates to welcome you to the vehicle. That's an added option. Seating wise, manual assist for both the driver and the front passenger. Then we have the dark gray cloth, blue cross stitch, bolstering firm but forgiving. Headrests are firm but forgiving. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Moving on over to the dash, we have hard black plastic, brushed aluminum into the heat and air vent. Then we have some soft touch with some fake stitching in here. And then down below, we do have a large glove box. And as we come on over, we have Toyota's 8-inch infotainment screen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav through a subscription service only. We do have our music, where we're going to have our Sirius XM, as well as HD AM FM radio stations, Bluetooth. You can Bluetooth your phone, and you got your trip information, energy flow. My apologies for the strobing, but this is how this lens is picking up this system. Then we can come down to our general settings, driver profile, Bluetooth your phone from here, Wi-Fi hotspot, vehicle customization, and this over-the-air software updates. We can customize a few things in here, like your lights, door controls, climate, and utility. Then we go to reverse, and we do have the old backup camera with no trajectory after design refresh on this SC. That ain't going to cut it, Toyota. And then as we come back to the beginning, we do have a volume knob right here. And then we have cup holders, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards, single zone climate control, push button start. Down further, there's your wireless charging pad. Then we have a couple of drive modes plus EV mode. We'll check those out when we go through the dash. We do have the gear shift that's going to take you through the simulated gears of this eCVT. We have a USB-C here, auto vehicle hold, electric brake, 2 cup holders right here, and then, the Corolla Cross key fob right here, lock, unlock, panic button, Toyota badge, pretty plain. And then we have our armrest, fairly firm. We open that up, and we have a smaller area for storage, but we do have a 12-volt and USB-C. Steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel, 10 2 notches, black cross stitch. We have some brushed aluminum finish and chrome finish on the Toyota bed to kind of give the wheel a little bit fancier look. Round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this Corolla Cross. It's a nice open and airy passenger cabin for a subcompact hybrid crossover. Now we go to the flat black on our switchgear. On the left, you're going to have telephone voice commands, volume, controls for the digital dash. On the right side, you're going to have your adaptive cruise, modes for your infotainment system, seek for your music. We do have paddles on the back of the wheel, since we do have an SE trim with sport tune suspension. And then on the left stalk, you have your headlight controls, turn signals, high beams. On the right, front and rear wiper. And then down here on the left, you can brighten dim the dash, adaptive high beams on or off, traction control off. And then way down low, that's where you're going to pop the fuel filler door. And then to the immediate left of that is where you're going to pop the hood. So don't confuse the two. And then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we bring it on into our digital instrument cluster. We'll check out our drive modes. We're going to have sport, normal, and eco. Would have been nice to have a snow mode here since we have all-wheel drive. I think we'll leave it on normal for now. And then we do have additional information. We can go up and down till we get to the section we want. And then we can go left to right to get to the exact information we may want to see when we're going down the road. So even though only the center part is interactive, it's still very clear and easy to use. Overhead console, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, the button that says door, you push it in and leave it in. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Then you have the controls for the roof. So here we go. The shade, since it's a standard roof, is manual. On the left side, here's where you open the glass. So it's one touch open, wind buffer comes up, and then you hit it second time and it'll go all the way back. And then one touch all the way closed. And then the right switch is where you're going to have your tilt function. Tilt up or close, and then you can move the shade back with your hand. Rear view mirror, framed rear view mirror with manual dimming function. And then we have our sun visor with vanity and an LED light. And does it slide? No, but you do have an extension. Getting into the back seat of the Corolla Cross, but first the rear door panel. We have the same pretty much vibe as the front, right? All hard black plastic, all the way down till you get to the soft armrest, black door handle. Same as the front. I have the seat set for my driving position. We have a fairly flat roof, so we're going to hop on in, right foot in, duck, twist, left foot in. I think probably 6 foot or taller, you're going to have to duck. Once I'm in at 5'11", I have a cutout for my head in the roof. So I have enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees. We have the cloth all the way down, no seat pocket behind the driver. We do have one behind the front passenger. The rear center console area, 2 heat and air vents, and then way down low, you have a couple of USB-Cs. Now, as we come around to the rear seats, the same gray cloth with the blue accents. It is fairly soft for fairly base seats, but no armrest, and I'd like to see an armrest here. But overall, pretty comfortable here in this SE. Getting into the cargo area of this Corolla Cross, well, it's a manual tailgate, so you come to the back, and right above the license plate, there's a button, you hit it and lift up. Fairly light on the tailgate with both rows up, 21.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Corolla Cross with this all-wheel drive. Here's the all-season mats in the box. We have the all-season cargo mat that says Corolla Cross, and underneath it, we do have some extra storage with a fix-a-flat, because underneath here, lift that up, we don't have a spare. So that's kind of a bummer. We do have a cubby over here for some extra storage. We do have some LED lighting, and we do have this removable tonneau cover. Now, if you need more room, you can drop the rear seats by reaching through, pushing the button, and throwing them forward. Reach through, push the button, throw them forward. So now, with the rear seats down and that tonneau cover out of there, you're looking at 61.8 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Corolla Cross SE Hybrid. Window sticker time, here we go. 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid SE. Jet black. Government safety rating is not complete yet. MPG action. This is the big attraction to this car right here. Standard equipment. Safety Sense 3.0. LED headlights, LED taillights only. There's all the options. The moonroof package, $940. Crossbars, floor liners, connected services trial. There's a lot of stuff on here. Total vehicle MSRP, $34,698. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 26 Corolla Cross SE, and we're up at highway speed. And yes, it's a windy day out, but you really hear the wind hitting the windshield. But you do have good visibility out all the glass, nice large side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 in here for safety, LED headlights, LED taillights for safety as well. We have the 8-inch screen, but you do have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. You have climate control, and you have a wireless charging pad. And some USB-C connectivity up front and out back. And that's about it as far as features. We have the dark gray cloth interior. And the seats are pretty firm. I think probably they'll soften up a bit as you use them, but they are pretty firm. But they still feel pretty comfortable. It's kind of like that in-between, if you know what I mean. Over the wooden bridge, suspensions is well damped, chassis well tuned. It is fairly smooth, handles the bumps well, but we do have pretty thick sidewall tires to help soak those up. You do have, since this is an SC, the sport tuned suspension, so that's going to make it probably a little firmer than I would say than, like, say, an LE. And you do have the design refresh on the 26 Hybrid, where they've redone the front end to bring it in line with the new Toyota design language, and then they have redone the center console area on the hybrid as well. Made the area where your wireless charging pad more accessible, easier to reach everything, more ergonomic, I would say, more functional. The steering is light, but it is direct. The brakes, they feel good. Let's take off. And it gets up to speed just fine. You have the electric assist on the horsepower with this hybrid to get it up to 196 net. So the engine doesn't have to struggle as much as the gas-only Corolla Cross to get the vehicle up to speed. Plus, you have the all-wheel drive to help get the power to the ground as well. And you get great gas mileage. So we have a 10.6 gallon gas tank that's smaller than the gas version, because obviously you need to make a smaller gas tank to be able to fit the hybrid battery pack in here. So 10.6 gallons, if you get 42 miles per gallon in combined driving, as it says on the window sticker, then you're looking at probably 445 miles to a tank of gas in combined driving, which is pretty good. Regular unleaded, it's going to be a fairly economical vehicle to gas up, and you're going to get really good range. And if you go on the highway and go to 46, or maybe even more, then you can get, well over 500 miles to a tank, which will make it Jersey to North Carolina without stopping for gas, which is awfully good. Now, as we come down, we'll do our turning radius in the Corolla Cross, nice and tight at 17.7 feet, and it just whips right around. Now, we do have a sport mode, so we're going to try that out. We are going to move the gear shift to the left to manual mode, and then we're going to shift with the paddles like it's a manual transmission. We'll see how this eCVT does. As you can see, you don't hear much of a differentiation with these fake shifts. The downshifts, actually, you feel it more in the differentiation of the sound. But on the way up, not really. But it is an SC, so you need to have this action going on. We'll get it back into regular mode. We'll leave it in sport. It is getting off the line a bit quicker in sport mode than it is in the regular mode. But we'll see how it takes this right turn coming up at speed. Here we go. Coming up. On the brakes. The turn-in is nice. Now it's going to roll, but the turn-in's pretty good. Turn-in's pretty good on this SC. So we've seen 2 Corolla Cross hybrids so far this year. We saw the XSE around 38K. We have the SE hybrid now at around 35. If we round up on both. And you let me know what you would do. The Corolla Cross is the segment leader, largely because I believe of this hybrid system. It's one of the best in the business. It's reliable. It brings great fuel economy, and you can use the cheapest grade of gas, the regular unleaded, and save yourself some money. They have changed the design language in here a little bit, refreshed a little bit here on the hybrid. I think it looks a bit better than the outgoing one. The gas one did not get a refresh, but the interior leaves some things to be desired, right? There's a lot of use of plastics on a $35,000 vehicle, and there's no heated seats in here at $35,000. No driver side power seat at $35,000. So it's missing some things in my view for this SE hybrid. But you let me know what you would do. Are you going Corolla Cross, or are you going to go over, let's say, to the Honda HR-V hybrid, right? The Kia Seltos doesn't have a hybrid, so you probably need to go to Hyundai Kona for that. You let me know, you put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton here in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross SE Hybrid all-wheel drive in jet black for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, help it get up in the rankings. That would help me out a lot. And please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.